today we're going to start to move on into specific mental techniques, and this will be a journey over the next 3 or 4 clips. So do subscribe, put the notifications on, give me a like. This is going to be your key toolkit. We talked about confidence. Well, one of the key ingredients is to be able to concentrate and focus. Without focus, your plan that you have for your course, for your shots, will be disrupted. Distractions will get in the way. Noise will get in the way. Weather or variables will prevent you from focusing on the precise shot, on the precise point on the ball to putt, for example. Getting the best out of each moment in golf requires a deep focus, an ability to concentrate, to get in the zone, to stay there for a longer period of time, not only throughout the game or competition or round, but certainly through your pre-shot routine, your shot routine, and in a way immediately there after the shot. So that staying focused is going to really help you execute well and enable you to push your boundaries. Pressure moments, particularly during competitions or tough rounds, will really test your focus. You need to be able to do 4 things to start the process of concentration and focus. Firstly, to know what to focus on and to have a plan on that. Secondly, to be aware of where your mind is and being able to manage that, because you will have variables during the day. You'll get up in different moods. Your physical well-being will feel different from day to day. The weather will change. That will affect how you feel on the day, how you think about your shots. So being aware of where your mind is and being able to manage that and cope with variables and cope with distractions is also key. The third thing is you need to have uninterrupted time to be able to focus on any activity. And then the fourth thing is you need to train it daily. It's not that difficult, and once you get used to doing it and once you learn how to focus, actually it'll come very easily and very naturally. But it requires honing in, it requires practice, and it requires repetition to get to that point. So to get into that zone, you need to learn the art of relaxed concentration. And what I will now outline is some key techniques to help you do that. The first is to focus on your breathing. Yes, indeed, focus on your breathing. Good and effective breathing, which I'll cover in more depth in a later clip. So effective breathing will keep your brain oxygenated. It'll control your stress response. It'll lower your heart rate. So one technique is to actually focus on your breathing. So as you breathe, think about the breathing. Even count if you wish. So for example, so I'm thinking and focusing on my breathing. So get used to that practice of focusing on your breathing. One technique. Second technique is enhance your ability to focus on a single object, but for a longer period of time. So you might start, whether it's with your watch or a golf ball, and just focus on it. Focus on it. Don't take your mind off it. Don't think anything. See how long you can just look and think about, in this case, the watch, without wandering to another thought. Once you've wandered to another thought, try it again. Repeat it, see if you can do it for much longer. You get the idea. Focus on a single object, but get your ability to focus on that object for much longer. And the longer you can do that, the quicker you can put that into action on the course, focusing on the ball, focusing on the putt, focusing on the read of the green, so that you're not distracted by other things. So that concentrated focus is having more complete pre-shot routine. I covered that in a clip, but important that you really have all the dimensions, not just your grip, your posture, the ball position, but also visualizing your shot, picking out a single target, even imagining it land on the spot you want it to go, and imagining the roll. So having more complete pre-shot routine will help you stay focused and stay in the moment. Actually, very important is to have a good post-shot routine, partly so that in case you've hit a bad shot, you can quickly move from the distraction or the concern of that to other things. Think about the birds, the trees, feel the ground, feel the softness or hardness of the ground as you walk. Listen to the wind, talk to a partner. A good post-shot routine will help you stay in the moment, will help you not be concerned about shots that you didn't hit perfectly or that you have mispositioned, because you are now in the post-shot routine. Have a trigger or a cue. It might just be a word like, let's go, switch on, or switch on, let's go. And then you just switch off from everything else. And you're immediately focused on your pre-shot routine, your visualization, your shot, and then into your post-shot routine. Use effective self-talk, so a little bit like the cue I just mentioned, but widen your self-talk. Oh, what a lovely opportunity it is to be outside. Oh, look at those trees. I know I can hit this shot well. Positive self-talk throughout the round, especially when you've perhaps mishit it or you've had some bad luck with the bounce. Move on to positive self-talk. Oh, this next shot, that'll be a great challenge. Rather than saying, oh, damn, that was awful. Positive self-talk. Practice mental imagery. Spend 5-10 minutes before a round practicing mental imagery. Imagining each hole, imagining your shots. You've already done your course plan. Look at the clip of course planning and management. So on this hole, imagine the 3 shots you're going to do. Practice mental imagery. Practice other relaxation techniques that I'll come to in future clips. Use one or other of those techniques to imagine things visually. Doing that for 5 or 10 minutes before a round will really help you get into the zone and enhance your ability to focus. Not surprisingly, linked to the other comments, you need to be able to focus on the positive aspect. So are you a glass half empty person or half full person? So try to become a glass half full person, so that you have a positive mood, a positive attitude. Oh, well, I swung that well. Pity it sort of had a bad bounce. But you focus on the fact that you had actually a good swing. So take the positives out of each shot, each round, each game. So enhancing your ability to think about the positives rather than the problems or the negatives will enhance your confidence and will enhance your ability to focus and concentrate. And finally, enhance your pre-game preparation. So a good night's sleep, imagining and recalling all your good shots, your good rounds on the course you're about to play, or a competition that you're about to play, a previous competition that you played well. Eat well, eat eat the right snacks, drink plenty of water, preparing well, including the notion of mental thoughts the night before and then before a round is going to help you with your concentration. And that includes, of course, making sure you're not then last minute bothered about where's my tea, where's my ball. So get all of that well prepared and easily ready. Your snacks are ready, your water is ready, it's in the right place, easy access, in the right part of the bag that you prefer it to be, so that you are not thinking about any of that in the last minute rush to the tea. That'll help you be able to then adopt the techniques and methods that I just outlined, and many more to come, that will then be a toolkit for focus and concentration. So I've touched on a few very specific techniques and methods that begins to equip you to learn how to focus and concentrate. People say get in the zone. The question is how? Well, start by trying some of these techniques, see which ones work best for you. It may be it's the self-talk and the cues. It may be that it's focusing on your breathing that works best for you. Whichever, make sure that you have 3 or 4 methods and techniques that you take with you and make part of your whole round routine, pre-game routine. I see you on the flip side, my friends. Lots of more specific techniques and methods coming up as I move into visualization and imagery, as I move into techniques for relaxation, as I move into techniques of breathing. And then we will wrap up the mental series, or at least this mental series, with how to prepare properly for competition.